Welcome everyone to another Minecraft Cubed 5-year festival bonus video. Earlier today, the peak-to-peak puzzle was solved, and so I decided to go ahead and make a video showcasing how exactly you get the answer. It might seem tricky at first, but it actually just takes a little bit of logic and simple math, and you can get the answer pretty quick. So the first step is you need to find one of those fancy distance markers. So I'm going to do that. Okay, look, that was fast. So there are actually 7 distance markers. It does not matter which distance markers you choose. They will all point you to the same treasure. So I found this one at 765, -52, and you're definitely going to want to keep note of those coordinates because we're going to use them to find the answer. Okay, so let's just take a moment to consider what we know. So we know that we have a point here that we just found at 765, -52. So I'm going to draw that here. Okay. And we also know that this particular distance marker is 703.8 blocks away from the treasure. Okay, so we can include that distance in our drawing here. So just draw a line segment and then label it 703.8. That should be the distance to the treasure. However, that's not good enough because we don't know which direction this line is going from the point. It could be any direction from that 360-degree field. So does it seem logical then to assume that we can draw a circle all the way around just like this? Okay. And that circle should represent all of the possible places the treasure could be. Okay, so we have our circle, but what does that circle actually represent? Well, we can figure that out using the circle equation, which is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals radius squared. So, thankfully, we already have all of the values we need from the location of the distance marker and the distance that it said. So we can substitute those values. So the x coordinate of 765 we can plug in to the equation. And then for the y value, we have a negative minus a negative. So isn't that going to be a positive 52? So just go ahead and type that or write that. And then we can plug in our radius, which was 703.8. Just trying to make sure the colors all match. And then put a squared at the end. And that should be the equation. Okay then, the next step would be to graph that equation using some sort of graphing software. So just go ahead, type it in, and then zoom way out. And there we have it. That is our circle. But this still isn't all that useful because while we did massively narrow down the possible places the treasure can be, that's still a ginormous area. So we're going to need some more information. Good thing there are some more distance markers. Alright, so I've made my way to a second distance marker. I'm going to do the exact same thing I did last time. So first, get the coordinates, and then I can just write the equation right here. So isn't this going to be x minus 972 squared plus y minus 992 squared equals 613.55 squared. And then just like before, I'm going to take that equation, enter it into the graphing calculator, get a circle, and see where it is on the plane, and look at that. You may notice now that there are exactly 2 points where these circles intersect with one another. So we know that the treasure has to be at one of those 2 locations. So we can either just try one and hope we're right, or if you want to be 100% sure, we can use a third circle, which is what I'm going to do. Okay, so here is a third distance marker, and I'm just going to do the exact same thing again. So start off by getting the coordinates of where this block is. And then from that, I can generate the equation, which should be x plus plus 752 squared plus y plus 280 squared equals 1,530.33 squared. Okay, so once we enter this equation into the graphing calculator, we should be finished. This should give us the exact location of the treasure. So just go ahead and type it in. There's our circle. It's much further away from the other two, but as you can see, it still intersects at the same point here, which is at 500, 600. So that should be the answer. Let's go and see. All right, I'm almost there. 500, 600. Let's go ahead and dig straight down here. And the treasure should be under here. So let's see. Mining underwater. Very tedious. But I'm almost there. Quick. Okay. And there we go. That's the treasure. Of course, it's already been looted. Like I said, someone found this earlier today. I just wanted to showcase how exactly you can do that. So that is all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.